issued by the mayor, who has called this special meeting. The council member proposed for censure will then have the opportunity to respond and provide any additional information for the council's consideration. Neither shall be limited in time, but should not be repetitious nor digress from the issues before the council as contemplated by the city's own meeting rules. Next will be deliberation by the city council. If the council finds that the censure is justified for reasons stated on the record, a simple majority is required to impose censure. If the council votes to censure, it may direct the preparation of a written resolution incorporating the basis of censure to be adopted at a subsequent meeting. In the alternative, the council may decide upon some lesser action or other action or no action at all. For the audience and all involved in today's proceedings, and as yet another reminder, please be aware that this is a business meeting, whereas always it is important to observe. Thank you for your attention, and with that, I will turn things over to the mayor.
Thank you, City Attorney Funk. Now is the time for public comment regarding special meeting agenda items.
The City Council will now take public comment on agenda, consent calendar, and non-agenda items. If you did not receive a number card and wish to speak, please proceed to the back of the room to be issued a number card by city staff. We will be calling blue number cards for the public comment period. Before we begin the public comment period, we would like to remind members of the audience that the city's meeting rules contained in the County Municipal Code prohibit any conduct that disrupts, disturbs, or interferes with the orderly conduct of the meeting. Copies of the meeting rules are located in the back decorum for council and also result in administrative fine under the Municipal Code or citation for a misdemeanor under Penal Code Section 403. The City Council acknowledges the right of the public to address issues that are within the city's jurisdiction and invites the public to do so during the City Council meeting. However, this right must be balanced with the need of the City Council to conduct the public business in a fair and efficient manner, free from disruption or disturbance. We expect that everyone who participates in today's meeting, from the members of the council here on the dais, to staff, to the members of the public in attendance, do so with respect and dignity that interferes with or disrupts persons who are addressing the City Council. Any conduct that interferes with or disrupts council members while they are speaking, any other disrupts, disturbs, or interferes with the orderly conduct of the meeting, and attacks of a personal nature on city staff or city council members that have no connection to agenda items or non-agenda items. We remind speakers that your comments must be addressed to the mayor and not to any other council member, city staff, or the audience.
City Clerk Duarte, did we receive any written public comment to be incorporated into the record?
Yes, Mayor, we did. After posting the special meeting agenda, we received 2 written public comments in favor of the censure and 2 written public comments in opposition of the censure.
Thank you. Is there a motion and a second to receive and file written public comment?
So moved. Second.
Please vote.
Coworker. Yeah. Yeah, we're here actually, but I came late.
Yes, if we have a lot of speakers tonight, 47 in total. If we can minimize the any type of reaction between speakers, so we can move forward through the process. Thank you. Speaker number 2.
Oh my God.
Citizen of Downey. That does not represent me. When my relatives called me from Boston to see that they had read that on a Downey site that's 3,000 miles away, they're thinking that Downey is that.
Please,
We are not that.
Sir, please direct your comments to me, please.
Yes. We are not that.
No, please direct your comments towards me,
Okay,
please.
I'm telling you, we are not that.
Dude.
We are better than that. That is the vision. And those in this room that can support that are ridiculous. There's no at all love and caring in that statement. There's all of what was said by the councilman earlier was a bunch of bull. A bunch of blah, 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 blah. Attorney, I don't care about attorneys. They mean nothing. Mean nothing. He wrote that, I don't care if he wrote that on toilet paper. He could have wrote it in the freaking sky. He wrote it on his own account. Doesn't matter if it was a city account. It came from his heart. That is not me.
Yep, it was
That
in
is
the
not
alley.
my neighbors. That is not any of the people that I coached my whole life at the park here for Downey, in girls softball, Pop Warner, Little League. That represents none of those people. How this man, I could go on about some real touchy stuff. And I told myself before I got
He has to go. He has to go.
fine. I hope I don't have to
That's what it takes.
I represent homosexuals.
Hey, they're gonna cancel if you keep going. They're gonna cancel. They're gonna cancel. They're gonna cancel. Hey, they're going to cancel. They're going to cancel. They're gonna cancel it, dude. They're gonna cancel it, dude.
I don't agree with what the council member posted and the timeliness of it, but I have to say, I find it pretty ironic that people who claim to be advocates.
The conversation and dialogue between each other is at a premium. We really do. It's during these times we depend on our elected officials and community leaders to take the lead in fostering a sense of tolerance and progress as we navigate through our differences. You demonstrate a shocking lack of any of these leadership abilities.
Comments towards me.
Councilmember Trujillo demonstrates a shocking lack of leadership qualities that our citizens depend on and our council members need to possess. True leaders elevate those around them. They empower their followers to achieve success. The opposite of a leader is not a follower, but a pessimist. Councilmember Trujillo is a pessimist who has rendered himself impotent in achieving any of the goals of a council member in the city. I urge Councilmember Trujillo to resign on this council and allow the city to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker number 5.
To speak to you today. Last Wednesday on September 10th, a man named Charlie Kirk was assassinated in front of thousands of college students and actually in front of the entire. He was murdered in cold blood, no qualifiers, no stipulations. It was the end of a life in the most violent way imaginable. But we are not here today to discuss who Charlie Kirk was, but rather who Councilman Mario Trujillo is. While many of us were mourning the death of Charlie Kirk, Councilman Trujillo was logging into his social media accounts to claim that he would not mourn the wicked. Now, it is true that Councilman Trujillo enjoys his First Amendment right of free speech and will not be prosecuted for his flippant, disrespectful words. However, he is not a free agent. He is an elected official voted into office to represent every single resident in the city of Downey. So when Councilman Trujillo speaks at a political event and claims that California was the 48th state admitted into the country, he's not just speaking for himself, he makes us all look stupid. And when he proclaims that he is ashamed of being an American, he makes us all look unpatriotic. And when Councilman Trujillo posts on social media, like he did last week, he is by nature of his position in the city speaking for all of us. I cannot tolerate Councilman Trujillo to continue to represent me in this way. He does not speak for me. He does not speak for us. Councilman Trujillo is supposed to be a public servant. The only person he was serving last week with his Instagram post was himself. He must be held accountable for his words, and he must be made to understand that his words have consequences. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Speaker number 6, please come forward.
Oh, God. I already know this is gonna be good.
Good evening.
I'm here to express agreement that at the minimum, Mr. Mario Trujillo should be censured. I wish that more could happen. I actually wish he would resign from his position, but I know he'll never resign, as Mr. Trujillo does not have the character to protect the people of Downey. Mario invites controversy, he causes it, and he has harmed the city of Downey in the past. When I first read the headline that a Downey City Council member had angered thousands of people on social media, which I don't think you should expect to have privacy on social media. There's no expectation of privacy on social media. I had no doubt that it was Mario Trujillo, and I was right. And as I read what he wrote, I felt physically ill. First, how can someone think so coldly about another human? Secondly, how can someone take the time to open a social media app, type out a vile message, and actually hit send? Thirdly, how can someone think that a vague, self-serving apology that blamed the victim would be acceptable? And finally, how can this person, Mario Trujillo, remain in his position of serving the people that he has intentionally hurt, offended, and belittled? I have no faith that Mario Trujillo can continue to serve the fine people of Downey. He has very blatantly stated for all the world to see that he does not value the life of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is no different than you, is no different than me, or anybody else. I am convinced by Mario himself that he does not respect patriotic Americans or practicing Christians. He likes the Americans that hate America, and he likes the Christians that don't speak their mind. Serving on Downey City Council is a privilege.
Thank you. Speaker number 7, please come forward.
Rebecca, I want to take a minute to give my condolences to the poor man who was murdered in front of our library the other day. I feel so deeply sad for his family. And instead of spending time on that, we are now spending more money, wasting more stuff on a stupid comment that was done in the heat of a moment to get followers, to, I don't know what the heck. I actually defended your First Amendment right on Facebook.
Please keep your comments towards Nicholas.
I defended it to a point where I believe in the First Amendment. I fully believe it. I've been in the military, I've served. But I don't believe in the first stupidity. And I don't support stupidity. And I work with a lot of stupid people. I work at Edison. And I just want you to know, I don't hate anybody. I'm just disappointed. And so deeply saddened that I'm glad that your true colors came out. I'm very grateful for that, because now I don't have to shine a light on you. I know what your colors are.
Comments towards me, please.
Oh, I didn't know I was there, okay. But like I said, I'm just disappointed in the city, and now we're gonna have to spend more money on defending the city against somebody that was stupid. For a moment of stupidity, it's gonna cost probably $500,000. I would like to
Oh, you don't know
they're
that.
gonna give me $500,000 also. I'll fall on the floor. That's how stupid this whole situation is. The bottom line is, I could drink a whole bottle of Metamucil, and I still wouldn't give a crap about the situation here. It's sad, it's pathetic, and you're a better man than that. He's a better man, sorry. He's a better man than that. And you guys are all good people, so I'm sorry that this happened, but I don't want to pay tax dollars for stupidity anymore. I can't afford it. We all can't afford it. But you know what? God bless you guys. You're still good people.
Thank you. Speaker number 8, please come forward. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. It's hard to be here today because I feel the same way as Mr. Rose. I have so much love and respect for all of you guys. Even Claudia, and we get along most times. I do think that the comments that Councilmember Trujillo made were insensitive. I really do. But I also believe in freedom of speech. I really do believe in it. And I see the comments from a bunch of people, all over social media regarding the matter, both, insensitive and people that are very personally in my family, except for gun violence. We have lost because of gun violence. And so any do believe in the First Amendment, and I also believe that there's more important things that should be discussed in this chamber. You know, Councilmember from Meta has talked about keeping partisan politics out of the city, and I agree with that. That's one of the things that I really do agree with. Another thing is, like, right now, in the comments you were saying, Mr. Mayor, kept saying, you know, both sides of the aisle, we're all downy. I'm sitting next to Republicans, I'm sitting next to Democrats, but we're all downy. We all love this city. And I think we should focus on things that are really affecting our city right now, like the fact that somebody lost their life just outside of this chamber. I think that that's more important. So I understand the reason for this meeting, I understand why, but I honestly think that it's a big waste of time. There's more important things that you guys should be focusing on while you guys are representing us. I love you all. You guys are amazing people. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Speaker number 9, please come forward. Good evening.
I read what Mr. Trujillo wrote down on his Instagram, and very offensive, and his insensitively goes against Charlie, goes against his wife, his family, his friends, his non-friends like me, okay? I want to say, you know, I don't want to be facetious, okay? But it seems that once Mr. Trujillo realized how many negative feedback he got, all of a sudden he changed his phrases, the way he wrote things. And I believe he did this when he realized that the horse had left the barn, okay? I think that second post he put on Instagram should have been the first post, not that should have been the first, not the one he put it first. Okay? And I don't know, Charlie, obviously I don't know him, but he was a Christian, never wanted to harm anybody, okay? And you know, it kind of hurts because you feel for somebody who ends up that way, okay? And I just want to say that this city, I don't believe ever had that problem, a situation like this. And if people our council people are going to make these comments, I believe it should be in the council, okay? And thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 10, please come forward. Good evening.
Good evening.
Would you like, there you
Well,
go.
you can hear me, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't forget. 84. I want to say good evening to you, Mayor, and to all our council people. My words are going to be few, but they're from my heart. I don't care if you are at your wit's end, where you can't think about where our country is, or if you can't find kind words to offer. To condone such an act is grossly despicable. I don't care if you have been railing in all things MAGA movement, calling to avenge this murderous act, and amplifying the desperate hatefulness of it, and politically demonizing, throwing your disagreement with this is only dangerous. It's not only dangerous, it's irresponsible, and it is indisputably vile. I will never believe that this is our norm. Stay with me now. My mind tried to figure this out. My feelings are big. My spirit has been largely broken, but it has a resounding in this with disgust. not the person to lead our city.
Mhm.
I'm ashamed that he even lives here. Resign, Mario.
What? Wait, what did you say?
A resident, not like living, just a resident.
Oh,
Yeah, that it can be misinterpreted.
I see.
That's what she.
Wow.
Good afternoon, Mayor Sosa,
It
Mayor
sounded like something else, huh?
Yeah.
City council members, as well as city manager and city attorney. My name is, I've been a Downey resident for over 28 years, and I want to thank you for holding this special meeting. It's unfortunate that Councilmember Trujillo's actions on September 10th have caused all of us to be here today. I recognize that public scrutiny comes with the territory of being a public servant and an elected official. That is a direct quote from Councilman Trujillo to the Downey Patriot on December 30th, 2020. The article was in reference to a plea deal that he allegedly made when he worked as a special advisor to then District Attorney George Gascon.
Oh, yeah.
This controversy began just shortly after Mr. Trujillo was elected to the City Council in November of 2020. This certainly led to many people questioning his integrity and motives. Today, we are here because a great amount of people, not only in Downey, but in our nation, are questioning the same. We are questioning Councilmember Trujillo's ability to properly represent the needs and concerns of his constituents. The effect of Councilmember Trujillo's irresponsible behavior is deeply troubling. His capricious nature and immature attitude hurts our ability to attract quality businesses to our city. And I urge all of you to please censure Councilmember Trujillo.
Speaker number 12, please come.
Good evening,
Good evening.
council members. My name is Branson Gilly. I'm a lifelong resident of Downey. I took it personal, so it's important to come down here. As someone who has been on the Turning Point events for the last few years, whether it's here in SoCal or even a convention in Florida, Arizona, or even Detroit, I've had the honor of seeing Charlie Kirk multiple times in person.
Oh, wow.
3 occasions which I got to volunteer at his speaking events, shake his hand, and take a picture with him. Last time I got to see Charlie in person was at the Student Action Summit in July, where I got to do the unthinkable and ask Tom Holman a question. Because of the movement Charlie has made, to this day I've made more friends at Turning Point than I ever would as a college student. And it's a shame that a week ago today, an evil man decided to kill him simply for not agreeing with his views and was brainwashed by leftist ideology like Charlie Kirk is a Nazi fascist. Yet he took a bullet just for using his First Amendment right to have a conversation with people who disagree with him. Erica Kirk said it best: the evildoers responsible for Charlie's assassination have no idea what they've done. If you thought his mission was powerful before, you have no idea what you've unleashed across the country. As of today, there have been over 54,000 requests to start Turning Point chapters in both high schools and colleges combined. Which is why I not only should the views should be censured, which is the first step of accountability, but I also believe recalling him out of office is the best way to keep the city's reputation in a good standing, not just for the residents, but the entire globe, as they continue to mourn the loss of someone who has influenced millions of young people like myself. I want to thank Charlie Kirk for creating a movement that gave me a voice, new friends from all across the country, and a community that welcomed me with open arms and celebrate how great it is to be a proud American patriot. Charlie, I hope I made you proud.
You did.
Good evening.
I've been living in Downey for over 61 years, and I love this city, been here forever. And I understand free speech, I understand it very well. However, free speech does have consequences. And we need to make sure that Trujillo understands that. He was elected as a council member, and he should be held accountable. And I don't have a whole lot to say, I just want to say, I wish he wasn't just censored. I wish I wouldn't have voted for him. However, it is what it is, but I would ask for his resignation.
Speaker number 14, please come forward. Speaker number 15, please come forward. Good evening.
Good evening. So, I understand the free speech right that we all have. And I'm here tonight to share how Mr. Trujillo's statements impacted me personally. I am the mother of a Focus missionary, serving, rejoicing in the killing of a Christian man. That is not Catholic. That is not literature. That is hate and division. So I ask you, if God forbid anything were to happen to my son and his teammates, would you also celebrate that too? Would you send a tweet like that too?
Speaker number 16, please come forward.
So after the public execution of Charlie Kirk, those words were not only insensitive, they were cruel and dangerous. This is personal for me. The man I love has lived and attended Downey schools his entire life, up until just a few months ago when he left to serve as a Focus missionary at the University of Utah, only 30 minutes from Utah Valley University, where this tragedy occurred. Focus missionaries dedicate their lives to accompanying 27 said God created mankind in his image. In the image of God, he created them. To celebrate or minimize the killing of another human being directly contradicts that truth. It is not compassion, it is not justice, and it is certainly not. It is not compassion, it is not justice, and it is certainly not leadership. Downey deserves leaders who build bridges, not fuel. Choose leaders who embody values of respect.
Thank you. Speaker number 17, please come forward.
At Downey High School in 1967. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. So long as profanity is not used in a threatening manner, it is protected speech. The focus is on threatening language. The purpose is threats, not content that you have nothing to control. Thank you, Claudia Fremita, for standing up to the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We of the U.S. military a directed attack upon two symbols of the blood we shed for this country. We, the U.S. military, not you politicians. The American flag and the Purple Heart Medal. That blood was shed on that. I guarantee you, you've woken up somebody you never should have. And I'm talking about my generation. I find it appalling to celebrate also the murder of the son of the parents of Charlie Kirk. It's not just him. Oh yeah, let's celebrate the murder of their son. If your comments are true, you are nothing but a Judas. May God have mercy on your soul.
Speaker number 18, please come forward. And please remember to direct your comments towards me. And please remember to direct your comments towards me.
Again, I don't agree with the way that Mr. Kirk left this world, and I don't think political violence has a place anywhere in America. But to say that Mr. Trujillo was celebrating his death is disingenuous. Let me just go ahead and remind you of some of the phrases that Mr. Kirk did say when he was alive. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy.
Let her speak. Go ahead.
I
This isn't about that.
And he wasn't selected as affirmative action. If you're in a WNBA, advocated for white or white race. He used to talk about her
No, he didn't. Not true.
Opinions?
nasty to the female gender. So
What?
I really think
No, he didn't.
that was really needed.
She's
I
lying.
think that if you all call yourselves a Christian person, you guys need to stop throwing stones. If anything, I would have had a conversation with Mr. Trujillo and say your comments were insensitive, but not this whole show.
Bye. Get out of here. She's probably never seen a Charlie Kirk episode.
Wow.
Just before I call the next speaker, guys, it's really important that we allow each other to speak. Okay, we're not even halfway through. Regardless of their views or words, please. Speaker number 19, please come forward.
Oh, Bloom. That's Bloom.
Good evening.
That's her.
His excuse is a cheap cop-out. He added content sharing a series of posts relating to Charlie Kirk, which is a free speech issue. Because it's not. Which is a free speech issue. Because it's not. He can say whatever he wants to say whenever he wants, but not as our representative. Apparently, it's not the first time he's acted against his constituents' best interest. I was sent a screenshot this morning of Mario Trujillo using derogatory words like nopal in reference to Latinos who do not share his perspective. The screenshot is on my social media. We the people of Downey deserve better. We deserve leaders who protect rights, not leaders who mock them. We deserve representatives who build trust, not who inflame division. This city and this community deserve more than symbolic action. Councilmember Trujillo's words have disqualified him from representing Downey, and I hope everyone else will support a recall. Thank you.